Introducing a new podcast. Karen Hunter is awesome.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.
Karen Hunter is awesome. A new podcast from Karen Hunter.
I was fascinated by what's going on with the Ireland-Israel thing. I was fascinated because it seems like the world is finally calling BS on a lot of things. It's just like, this ain't right. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So apparently the Prime Minister of Ireland, Simon Harris, had some things to say. I'm going to actually play it. Play Simon Harris's comments about Israel.
I'd respectfully suggest that possibly because it works as a distraction. You're all here today asking me about Ireland's position. What about Israel's actions? What about what Netanyahu is doing to the innocent children of Gaza? This is the diplomacy of distraction. And I think it is deeply regrettable that they took that decision. They have every right to take that decision to close the embassy. I'd rather it didn't happen. We will continue to engage diplomatically. But nobody's going to silence Ireland. I believe in freedom of speech and people are entitled to articulate their views, but they're not entitled to have an alternative set of facts. What's happening in the Middle East, what's happening in Gaza is extraordinarily serious. I mean, Ireland's position has been clear on this from day one. We want to see the release of all hostages, absolutely. We condemned the horrific terrorist attack by Hamas on Israel, 100%, absolutely, a horrific terrorist attack. But we also know that there are innocent children who are dying, who are being maimed, who are suffering in a way that I'm not sure the whole world can yet even fully comprehend until we see and get into Gaza. There is humanitarian aid that isn't not just not flowing, it's actually getting worse. I mean, there are reports from UN agencies that show not only did the situation not improve in recent times, it significantly disimproved.
To Prime Minister Simon Harris's point, I think we're going to be horrified when this is all said and done, much the way many were horrified at the end of World War II when they liberated those concentration. I think we're going to be horrified. And Israel's response wasn't, yes, we are definitely doing everything in our power to make Hamas pay for what they did, and we are going to find everybody, but these women and children had nothing to do with it, and we are going to make sure that they get the aid and the support and the whatever, and the places to go and the medical attention. No, you know what their response was? Their response is, we're closing our embassy. Now, so to me, again, Netanyahu will probably go down as we think about Idi Amin. And he should be probably seen the same way people see Idi Amin. Y'all can Google search. But you're closing your embassy in Dublin because of the, quote, extreme anti-Israel policies of the Irish government. I didn't hear anti-Israel. I heard anti-inhumanity. Did you hear? I heard Simon Harris talk anti-humanity, inhumanity, not anti-Israel. Then he said it's anti-Semitic. He said the actions and the anti-Semitic rhetoric used by Ireland against Israel are rooted in the delegitimization and demonization of the Jewish. That's not what he said. And if every time you get checked for being wrong, your response, some of you have this in you. Some of you got the spirit of Netanyahu in you. When you're checked for doing something wrong, you come back and you claim something was done to you. This person is, you're horrible. You're a liar. No, what about you? What have you done? No, you just did this bad thing. Own it. Be a human being and say, yes, this was wrong. Let's fix it. Let me tell you, I actually got some criticism for apologizing for demonizing Chris Rock for something that I didn't really listen to, didn't know the joke. And I said that was wrong to do that. Now, it doesn't mean that man's going to be my friend, that I like him, that I'm going to rock with him. I'm not. But I feel like if I got more information, I should correct it and say that was wrong. the assessment that I had before was wrong. I got new information. I heard the joke. It was good. Give credit where it's due, and we keep it pushing. We ain't never going to be friends. I'm never going to like him or think he's good for black people or he's an ambassador or anything. I'm never probably going to, until he does. Maybe, maybe he'll do something tomorrow and I'll be like, but this is how grown-ups, I think, behave. Children go, no, I know you are, but yeah. The name, it's not anti-Semitic to check you for being inhumane. I'm sorry, and I reject that roundly, and we got to stop allowing that to happen because it's a tactic to keep people quiet while you do horrible things. And as people who've suffered at the hands of people doing horrible things to you, you should do better. So Ireland, they are like, nah, we're not. And if you listen, it's not just the prime minister. I think the president said something. I was like, oh, Ireland's not about the games. I'm not even mad at them. And they said they won't be silenced. Yes. Because the silence is what they're counting on. Your silence is acquiescence. When you're quiet in the face of inhumanity, you are saying it's okay. So we got to say something. And if I want to be honest, man, if Ta-Nehisi didn't say that thing and then I'm sure that a lot of people and those college kids on the campuses and even the election cycle allow for people to talk about this in a way that I never expected in this country. We have been beaten into submission around holding people accountable. And then y'all go ahead and elect a whole ass tyrant. Okay, so here we are. Accountability. That should be 2025 and beyond. That should be our mantra. First with ourselves, because nobody's perfect.